Okay. Beat him. I'm gonna show y'all boys where I'm from, man. I'm from that tick.
Back to back with it. So, Big Boss, K-Po, Top Boxer. We'll talk about Gervonta Davis real quick. So, it's rumored that Gervonta Davis is supposed to fight Frank Martin. And before I get on soliloquy, how y'all doing, man? Tough times don't last. Good people do it on life yourself. Call the mental health hotline. You matter. Now, I just find it crazy how, you know, Tank, he's rumored to fight Frank Martin. But it's like, I hear people, and, you know, hear people say, and people come and say to me, oh, Tank ain't fighting nobody. He ain't never fought nobody. But it's like, what you mean? Now, I get it. I agree. He ain't fought no elite competition. When it comes to top elite fighters, he hasn't fought them. Right? But he's fought good fighters. You know what I mean? He's fought good fighters. He ain't fought no slouches, no. You know what I mean? How do I know? Because I watch boxing. I watch boxing. Right? It's crazy. Because when Tank about to fight these dudes, everybody is picking the other dude to beat Tank. Then when Tank beat him or he knock him out, oh man, he he ain't fighting nobody. You know, that was easy work. Bro, what is you talking about? You just sat there and said that nigga was gonna beat him. Then Tank knock him out. Then all of a sudden, boom! Oh man, he ain't fighting nobody. It's backwards. It's backwards. And a lot of y'all do this, bro. Y'all pick against him, you know, hoping the other dude could beat him. And then when he beat the dude, oh man, that dude was sorry. So I'm gonna tell y'all this: when he beat Devin Haney, when he sit there and knock out Devin Haney, right? I don't want to hear no excuses. I don't want to hear, oh, Devin don't got power, or hey, he weight drained Devin. I don't want to hear none of that stuff. Because always an excuse, right? He beat Ryan Garcia. Y'all was sitting there saying that Ryan Garcia was going to beat him. He stops Ryan Garcia. Really, Ryan Garcia quit. Oh, the only reason why, you know, he did that is because, you know, he was a rehydration clause in the contract. Y'all know Tank had to participate in the rehydration clause too. If you watch the All Access, Tank had to weigh in too. The day after the weigh-in, when they were in the bathroom, and then many fighters have said, hey, in a lot of these contracts, there have always been rehydration clauses. You know what I mean? In a lot of contracts, not all of them, but in a lot, more than like 80% of these fighters that fight, there's rehydration clauses in their contracts. Because they can't rehydrate back up past a certain weight. Nobody want to discuss that. But they want to use that because it's Tank. But the reason why they do that is because who Tank was affiliated with. That's Floyd Mayweather and Al Heyman. That's why they say the stuff that they say. I agree. Tank ain't fighting elite competition. Up until this point in my mind, nobody has at that between 135 and 140. Not even Devin Haney. Devin Haney ain't fighting no elite Lomachenko. Lomachenko passed his prime, bro. He was at his prime when he lost to Teofimo. Because elite Lomachenko wouldn't have lost to Teofimo Lopez. That's just facts. Excuse me, I'm still sick. You know what I mean? Elite Lomachenko would have figured out how to knock out Devin Haney. He had Devin Haney hurt a couple of times in that fight. He just couldn't pull the trigger. That's just what it is. Although I felt like it could have been a draw or you could have gave it to Lomachenko. Not gonna lie to you. But you got to do enough to beat the champion, right? So all I'm saying is that let's put some respect on Tank's name, bro. He fighting, possibly, it ain't been announced, but he fighting a tough fighter in Frank Martin who come to scrap. You know what I mean? He come to fight. He ain't coming to lay down. He hungry. He understand what's at stake. He understand Tank can shut his lights off. You know what I'm saying? So it's very interesting to see how this fight gonna go. You know? And Tank understand that, hey, Frank can hurt him too. Frank stay in the gym, bro. Every time I open my Instagram, he's sparring, he hitting the hand pads, He hitting the bag. He on the treadmill. He on the elliptical. He do some strength and conditioning work. This nigga always working out. Always working. So, Tank got to be ready for that. This ain't finna be no easy fight for Tank. You know what I'm saying? This ain't finna be easy. But like I say, people say all this stuff and put all these preconceived notions and stigmas on Tank, you know, or they side with the other dude, Tank, for the fight until Tank beat him, and then, oh, that dude was trash. He wasn't elite. Nah, he's still a good fighter. It's just, that just shows to the greatness of Tank. That's all that is. I'm telling you. And I said this even when Tank about to fight Ryan Garcia. I said, y'all pick these fighters until Tank beat them. And then when the fighters lose, oh man, the fighter was trash, or you know, Tank did this. I said it's always gonna be an excuse. When it comes to Gervonta Tank Davis, there's always gonna be an excuse. That's just what it is. When Tank, you know, I don't know who's gonna win between Tank and Frank Martin. You know what I mean? I don't know. I gotta really analyze that. I think I picked Tank by stoppage in the 10th round, but I think it's gonna be a very close fight. I do. I think it's gonna be very, very, very close. Right? It's gonna be very close. Tank gonna have to get real sharp for this fight. But it's gonna be tough. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be tough. It ain't gonna be easy. You feel me? So, very intrigued to see how this fight will pan out. But like I keep telling y'all, it's always gonna be an excuse when it comes to Tank Davis. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Boss gone.